All right, welcome everybody. We're about to get started. Welcome to our Tuesday orientation. This is Senior Director Michael on, and excited to get this call started. I know we have a lot of brand new people that's dialing in from all over United States as well as Canada, as well as all the people that are listening internationally to the recording. I'm excited for you to stay on this call and hear from some incredible leaders throughout North America that are building a incredible business. You're going to hear some great training. Today's agenda, obviously, number one is to welcome you to the Riman family. We're going to talk about number two, our support system, and number three, launching your business. And we got some major announcements for every single one of you before this call ends from our national director, Mr. Steve HYUN. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to recap what you heard in our presentation, Riman obviously is a company that started in 2018. We have done over 2.5 billion US dollars in revenue. Number one K beauty brand, over 40 million bottles sold in just one single country, South Korea. And as you all heard the story, Mr. Danny Bay and Mr. Huang launched the North American expansion in March. Then we took this company to Taiwan in December of 2023, Hong Kong last year, as well as Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore in April of this year. And just about 2 months ago, we did Philippines, United Kingdom, and last week, we were able to pre-launch the country of Japan. Now, Riman obviously is rethinking, reimagining, and redefining. What I love about this company is their philosophy, product, price, plan, and everything they have going on is so unique. But most importantly, every single one of us has to understand, no matter how great the company is, no matter how great the product is, that none of us are employees of Riman Opportunity. Every single one of us actually partnered with this company, and we have a business partnership where we own our own company and a business with Riman. So it's very important for you to understand, number one, you got to think like a business owner. And number two, that you got to understand the support system. And one website you got to be very familiar with is Riman.com. We're going to talk about that. This is where we enroll brand new distributors. This is where we enroll brand new customers. This is where we're going to be enrolling our products. We're going to do order management, sales management, as well as business tool, marketing tools will all be able to be found here. So remember, Riman.com is something you never forget. It's very, very, very simple. Now, within Riman.com, once you go there and go to login, you're going to be able to see that there's another link you can go to once you log in. And if you click on go to my office, this is where you'll be able to see your business snapshots. This is where you'll be able to see your next rank, commission eligibility. You're going to be able to see, how well your team is doing, where your volume is coming from, what country, right? And who's producing in your organization. It's the most important tool if you're a leader that's building our business. But also what I love about this company is that they have created what's called the Create Bag, okay? Where since we have a lot of products for brand new people that might have just experienced the K pop-up, or they might have experienced you explaining the business and they don't know what to order. Because can we agree, confused people don't do anything, right? You can create the bag for them no matter what country they're in. So when you send it to your customers, they could instantly check out without having to look at everything and get overwhelmed and end up not really ordering. So this is something I'm just going over briefly, because no matter how much we go over it on a PowerPoint, you'll never fully understand it until you do it yourself and you play with it. See, learning our back office is more like swimming. How many guys agree, right? When it comes down to learning swimming, right? Is it better to just watch a program that teaches you this is what you do when it comes down to swimming? Or the best way to learn about swimming is really first jump into the pool. And this part is something you just play around with on Riman.com, and every one of you will start understanding it better. But one part of Riman.com that I can't live without is the drive. You ask all our leaders, One of their favorite part is the drive because that's where all our tools are, right? For marketing promotion, social media promotion, the product one sheet. You could find our compensation plan, video recordings, every detail about our products, because some people have to understand more to gain confidence. It could be found here. But at the same time, if you're brand new on this call or you're somebody that's within your first 30, 60, 90 days, don't get overwhelmed because I was blessed enough to get promoted to senior manager and team leader, right? And all the way up to director without fully understanding everything, because we have something called you learn and you earn as you go. If you have a senior manager you're working with, or you're lucky enough you have a team leader you have access to, do the K pop-ups, do the presentations with them, follow the system, and don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed you don't know everything, because I'm still learning as we're going, okay? Now, launching your business is probably the most important. Now, why do I say it's important? Because at the beginning of the call, I said this is your own business, right? This is your own business, meaning it's not a job. You're not on salary. You're not on hourly. Everything you're going to generate in the Riman opportunity is based on your performance. But the best part is you got the support system, you got leaders who's going to help you, and it's now down to coming down to having what's called a strategy and a game plan. So the first thing you have to understand, okay, when it comes down to your business is you can never forget your business ID or your login name you're going to create, because that's what you're going to use to sign up your customers. That's what you're going to use for everything in our company, okay? First thing is create a short-term goal, what you want to accomplish your first 3 to 6 months. Second thing you're going to do, okay, is create what's called a long-term goal. What do you want to accomplish 2 to 5 years from today? And here's what I want you guys to remember. Don't think realistically. Don't think, don't think analytically or logistically or whatever you want to call it, because if you don't understand the potential of this business, sometimes it's better to just think of the best case scenario. And I love what this gentleman named Les Brown said, one of the most famous motivational speakers out there in the world. He said one of the reasons why people fail is because they aim their goals so low and they hit versus aiming high and missing. Meaning thinking big, okay, and setting big goals takes the same amount of energy as thinking small, okay, and setting low goals. I want you to think of the best case scenario. What do you want to accomplish your first 3 to 6 months? And what do you want to accomplish your first 2 to 5 years if everything worked out perfectly in Riman opportunity? Okay? That's your own goal, not your upline's goal. Okay? That's not your sideline's goal. That's not somebody else you heard on this call's goal. It's your personal goal. Okay? And the most important part is defining your purpose, meaning your reason why. Why are you doing Riman? You know, my personal story, I've been an entrepreneur for now going over 20 years. Been a full-time since I was age 20 in the direct sales industry. Before getting involved in Riman, I could tell you this, I've never put on skincare in my life. I never sold skincare in my life. And the reason why I'm doing this is not because I'm so passionate as a guy waking up every morning saying, I can't wait to put on ICD on my face. Now, I love the products, I love the results, and I love helping people. But the reason why I'm doing it is for my family. I'm married, I have a 1-year-old, 3-year-old, I've been a stay-at-home dad, right? And I want to continue to have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. I want to continue to be able to provide an amazing lifestyle for them where they can grow up, not the way I grew up, right? Because I grew up with a single mom who worked 70 hours a week. I barely saw her. I wanted both parents to be there for our kids. And that's why I do Riman. And that's why I continue to do Riman. So whatever your reason why is, that's going to get you inspired. That's going to get you motivated to go through, the toughest times and, do it long term. So just remember that everyone's reason is different. But I'm going to move on because we have some incredible leaders we're going to hear from. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a chance to hear an incredible testimonial. Now, I don't know where this young lady is because she's an incredible leader that no matter every country Riman expands in, it seems like we're there, right? She's there. She's a pioneer. She's one of the original members of Riman North America expansion. She's from Korea, but if you see her before and after, and you see her story and her skin and the way she helps people, it inspires everybody worldwide. I'm sure if you haven't heard from her, you saw her picture before. So I believe she's now probably in Korea. Let's go out to Busan or Seoul, South Korea, and help me welcome an incredible leader in Riman, Miss EUNICE. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michael On. Yes, I'm in Korea. I just got back from Singapore and I'm traveling again. I'm on the train. Hope everybody can hear me and Wi-Fi is working well. And I was about to going on like holiday mood. It's Christmas Eve here, right? But then as soon as I on Mr. Michael's presentation and like, no, it's not the time to have a holiday, go into holiday mood. It's time to work on like hard and even harder to finish this month and year strong. And thank you for having me. As I said, I'm Eunice. I'm from Korea and I'm traveling and I've been with Riman since 2019. And yes, before Riman, prior to Riman, I used to be a teacher and a private tutor in Korea for over 15 years. And since I started Riman, I didn't have any chance to go back to my tutoring job. And yeah, I'm full-time Riman at the moment. Like I'd like to share with my and how I get into this industry and how I came across with Riman. So this is what happened to my skin when I was in late 30s. I got this um, eczema. We'll call it eczema, but none of the doctor gave me the name of this skin disease. Anyways, so I went to the dermatologist. I went to so many dermatologists, and whenever I go there, they gave me different type of steroids, steroid creams, steroid pills, and steroid shots. But it never, none of them worked. But I had a serious side effect, so it started to spread back up my hands, and I didn't have any fingerprints, so I couldn't go to work, and no, like my normal life just stopped because of this skin issues. But on one day, a friend from church, she gave me a phone call and this product saying this product is safe enough to use for babies and why don't you give a try? So I gave a try and my first day of trying our cleansing powder, I dissolved the powder wash in the water. I dipped my hands and the itchiness literally stopped and I used calming balance gel and active the dermatologist cream and as I started recovering my skin like amazingly and on top of not just my hands and my skin as well. As you can see, I took my before and after photos every 7 days, and you can see all my bumps and my skin barrier and like fine wrinkles. Like I didn't have any glow at all, and I had bumpy and very dull skin. And after 1 month later, as you can see, I had like Korean glassy skin by using Rimmel products. Yeah, you can see the closer shots here, and also my spots and wrinkles. And after using ICD for 5 months, I had amazing transformation, and like so I I'm helping so many people who has same skin issues and helping them have their confidence and have their healthy skin back and building my teams all over the globals and yeah, having so much fun with hair. So this is the part that I've prepared for today. And the next speaker that I want to introduce is the one who's really crushing in um, Canada, and she's on her director run, and I huge respect for her. I'd like to give it to over Rosa Ann. Okay, Rosa, it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your before and after unis. I always use that photo to introduce our products to the people who has eczema, who has the struggling with the skin issue. Thank you for sharing again. Hello everyone. My name is Rosa and I'm currently living in Canada. Now I'm a team leader working with amazing partners in Mexico, US, Canada, even in Asia. Before Riman, I was an elementary school teacher, a very ordinary person. After moving to Canada, I became a mom of two. And like many moms, I wanted to raise my children with my own hands. So deep inside, I was always searching for something that could give me the time freedom and financial freedom. Then I met Rima. At first, I only wanted to change my skin. But once I used it, I felt something different, something I couldn't explain, but I knew it was really special. And that simple beginning brought me here today, standing in front of all of you, working with amazing people around the world and dreaming bigger than I ever have. Today, I want to share how I started and the plan that brought me here. Let me share the screen. Yeah, here. Okay. If you start this business, your very first goal must be the senior manager. Why? Because goal setting is the very first step to success, not only in Riemann, but in life. When you drive somewhere, you always set your destination in your GPS. Without that destination, you'll never know where you're going or how long it'll take. For me, that destination was the senior manager and team leader. That goal gave me the direction and focus from day one. So when you just see it, you can see that the planner 10%, manager 20%, senior manager 30%. Let me ask you, do you want to earn 10%, 20%, or 30%? Everybody can say, of course, 30%, right? That's why I made decision from the beginning. If I do this, I go straight to senior manager to get the maximum benefit. Then how to become a senior manager? It doesn't matter if you joined today, yesterday, or a month ago. You simply need 6,000 SB within 3 months. You don't need the customers, you don't need the team members now. Just your personal volume, 6,000 SB. That means your purchase, your customers purchase, your partners purchase, your partners' customers purchase. And once you achieve the senior manager, even once in your life, you never downgrade again. So this is the lifetime rank. That's why I could do all in holding a newborn baby because when I had the baby in October, I started Riman in November because I knew that the senior manager is the foundation of everything. Then let me explain why senior manager is absolutely necessary. The first one is when you create a customer, you receive a 30% commission from their BP. Very simple and very strong. And when you recruit someone, the 30% margin is shared. So when you recruit the planner gets 10%. You will get 30 minus 10, 20%. When you recruit the manager gets 20%, so you will get 10%. When you recruit the senior manager, this is the same rank, but you still get 5% because you introduce them. This is where teamwork becomes income. So this is the most important part for me as well. Planners and managers only earn from the people they personally introduced. But from the senior manager, everything changes. You begin receiving the team bonus from your people introduce, the people your people introduce. So until the new senior manager comes up, you will get 5% as a team bonus. Plus, you will get the uni level bonus as well until the fourth level 5%, 5%, 3%, 3%. This is leverage. This is duplication. This is when your business becomes bigger than your loan. That's why senior manager is the starting point of real growth. So when I started this business of holding a newborn baby, I really want to go all in, and then depends on how I work hard, I want to earn unlimited level the commission. That's why now that the newborn baby became 3 years old, and so I've been in this business for 3 years old, 3 years as well. So I'm really happy, and then I can just like more close to my dream time and financial freedom. I hope you to do the same thing as well, and then we can be more successful in our life too. And my part ends here. Thank you so much for listening. And now I'll introduce the next speaker, the princess, beautiful lady, a mom of two as well in US as a team leader. And she's gonna share the team leader plan, your next destination after the senior manager. Thank you, everyone, and happy Merry Christmas.
Wow, we have great speakers tonight. Thank you, Senior Director Michael Ann, for the powerful opening, and to Eunice Her for the amazing testimonial, and to Rosa Ann for the well-explained Senior Manager game plan. Warmest holiday wishes to everyone. My name is Princess Zailin Gomez, and I'm dialing in from Las Vegas, and I'm so excited to share with you the Team Leader game plan. All right, so in any business, you always must set a goal. In nursing, to set an effective goal, it must be SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. When we say time bound, it has to be completed in a specific date. For example, you want to become a team leader before the February convention. Therefore, you will set your target goal on February 2026 and achieve the team leader position. Just follow the system that is proven to be successful, and you will become successful in Riman business. Next slide. So how to become a team leader? This is the first leadership position in Riman business. You need 3 senior manager in different line. So you need 1 senior manager in each line minimum requirements. It doesn't have to be direct to you, okay? And 50,000 sales points in 5 months. It's rolling month period, so it's the most recent 5 months. And the points will be coming from everyone in your organization, everyone who is under your umbrella. So it's really doable if you find the right people in your team. All you need is 10,000 SP monthly for 5 months to accumulate 50,000 SP. Of course, you can do it faster than 5 months. Others did it in 30 days, others 21 days, 7 days, and even 4 hours. The faster you do it, the better. Why? You're going to start earning 40 to 50% in commission. Next slide. On top of the 40 to 50% in commission, you will earn the difference of rank to your members' rank in your open line group. For example, you have customer, you earn the whole 40% on that. You have a planner that earns 10%, therefore you earn 30% from her. For manager, you earn 20%, and for senior manager, you earn 10%, sorry. The only time it will stop is when another team leader will pop up. So now what's going to happen if you promote your members the same rank as you? Simple. The company will reward you with team leadership match. Isn't that amazing? You will earn 40% from first level, 20% from second level, and 10% from third level. There's also the uni-level bonus, wherein you need 1,000 SP and 10 lifetime customer, and you will unlock 6 levels of uni-level. Next slide. You want to know the shortcut to team leader? Find 9 senior manager and you're automatically a team leader, because 9 senior managers times 6,000 SP is equals to 54,000 SP. And how to do that? Find your 3 senior manager and help them find their 3 senior manager as well. Next slide. Helping others win is exactly the formula to Riman's success. Trust the process, stay anchored on the goal, and let your story remind you if others can do it, you can too. All right, let me introduce to you our next speaker, one of the most generous leaders I know, someone who always go above and beyond to help his team. Let's all welcome our National Director, Mr. Steve Yun.
Thank you, Princess Gomez, for that great team leader game plan. Didn't she do a phenomenal job, guys? Show our appreciation to, let's say, to Princess and to Eunice and to Rosa, and of course to Mr. Michael Lan. Thank you all for joining us on this orientation call tonight, a little bit right before Christmas week as well. My name is Steve Han, everyone, National Director, dialing in from Seoul, Korea right now, and excited to be on this call with all of you because I know we have just a few more days left before 2025 ends, and it's so exciting because just a few more days left and this year gets wrapped up. But all of us that are on this call right now are obviously focused with Riman. We're leading by example. And of course, all of us here because we want to grow to the next level as well. And I'm letting all of you know that you guys all made a great decision to join us during this holiday season, to join with us during this special time, because not only do we have this orientation today, but we also have a very special event coming up, which is called Boxing Day, which is I'm going to explain in a little bit on the next few slides as well. But of course, all of you that are brand new, I remember being on my first call just like this. I remember coming to my first orientation. I was excited and nervous at the very same time, but I wanted to get better. And I knew that I had to come to an orientation. I knew that I had to think differently and not use my own thinking to grow my Read My business. I remember when I first got started in this industry, I was doing things my own way. I wasn't following the system. I wasn't listening to my mentor. I was just kind of doing things my own way because I thought that my own way would be the answer. But as I was doing Riman, I was asking myself, why am I not having great success? Then my mentor told me, Steve, you got to follow a system. You got to go to orientations. You got to go to trainings. You got to listen to what the mentors say. And as soon as I was 100% coachable, as soon as I was 100% teachable, and I followed a system, guess what happened? My business started growing. I couldn't believe that if I just followed the system and was coachable and teachable, my business started growing, right? And one of the most important parts of our system is doing a K pop-up, okay? You're going to hear K pop-up many times during trainings and events. And, the first thing you want to do is make a commitment to setting up 2 K pop-ups right away. K pop-up is pretty much a time and a location where you can invite individuals over so they can experience the products, learn about a business, and actually, share the business plan with them, right? So set up 2 dates. It could be on a weekend, it could be on a weekday, right? And make a list, right? The first thing you want to do is make a big list of people you want to invite, okay? You want to make it exclusive. You want to invite your A-list players, right? Business owners, people that love skincare, people that are, maybe entrepreneurs, right? Stay-at-home moms, right? Take your exclusive A-list list and make a big list. I would do a list of 100 names. When I first started, I didn't really have a list, right? And my mentor just told me, Steve, where's your list? I said, oh, I already have it in my head and I'm already messaging people. He said, Steve, you got to write it down on paper. You got to actually visualize it on paper and empty everything out here onto paper. And I started making my list. And when I was making my list, my list was only about 10 to 12 people. And he said, Steve, do you want to really become the top position in the company? And I said, of course. He said, Steve, with a list of 12 people, you're never going to make it to the top of the company because understand that your list is like your gas tank, okay? And your gas tank is your fuel for your car, fuel for your Riman vehicle that's going to help you go from point A to point Z. It's the same thing as if you're driving from one state to another state or from one East Coast to West Coast, right? With a half a gas tank, you're not going to make it, of course, even out of the state, right? So understand that bigger the list, you'll have more potential leads of people to experience the products that will help you get to the higher ranks. So I started making a big list. I started contacting everybody I knew, right? And having a big list allowed me to get more people to come out to events, more people to come out to a K pop-up, and that helped me automatically win in Riman, okay? Next thing you want to do is create a product and business story. I remember my mentor always telling me, Steve, the greatest asset you can have in Riman is your success story. He said that every one of us, when we first join Riman, we all have a choice, right? We all start from the bottom. We all have planners. We move our way up to manager and senior manager and higher. And it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, or a teacher, or a nurse, or if you have an MBA. None of that matters in Riman because why? We all start from the bottom here, right? So your best thing that you can show to people is your success story, your product story, your before and after story, right? How fast you're going with Riman as well. In the beginning, I didn't have a product story, so I was using other people's before and after photos, right? And for all those that are really into skincare that are on the call right today, don't worry about perfection, just worry about progress. People love progress better than perfection. So document your journey on your skincare journey. But of course, for your business story, remember, the story is what sells, right? It's not, there's always a saying, facts tell, stories sell. So work on your success story, which is going to be the most biggest impact in your business today. After doing Riman now for 3 years, I always tell the same story. When I meet people today, my story is very simple. When I first got started with Riman, I became a senior manager on day one. I became a team leader my first 7 days. That's the exact same story I still share with people even after 3 years later. So remember, work on your story today, work on a fast success story as much as possible, okay? Next, of course, we have orientations just like this. On these Tuesday orientations, and for, of course, people that are out in Asia, different markets, Wednesday mornings, you want to dial into as many orientations as possible. And it's not only for you, but of course, for your team members and to sharpen your skills every single week. And of course, to get updated on what's happening in the Riman community. You don't want to miss these orientations. We also have presentations every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Those are events where you want to invite your new people to the presentations, right? The best part about Riman also is the fact that we have a simplified system every single week. Presentation orientation, right? You want to get your teams on these calls, right? Understand that different teams at different team events, make sure you plug into different team events. And of course, we have our convention coming up end of February, early March of next year as well. Make sure you guys get the information for our convention coming up next year as well. Also, you're going to see, of course, many transformations of individuals before and after photos, right? Just like this. You can find all these materials on the drive, okay? You go to explorereman.com, put in a password, Riman, and just, you can see all the photos there, all the documents there. So if you guys need photos, go to explorereman.com or go to the drive, and you'll have access to all these before and after photos where you can use and share and give it to as many customers and prospects as you want. When I first started Riman, all I did was I shared testimonials. I shared before and after photos. Remember, it's the testimonials and the stories that sell. When people see other people having better skin, having better hair, that's what's going to make people say yes, right? And now, we also launched this just recently, and we're going to announce we're having a Boxing Day special for 1 day only on December 26th, which is literally just right around the corner from 10 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. This is just only 1 day, and the rewards and specials are amazing. And I'm going to go through each one with you so you guys all know what the details are. The first special we're having on Boxing Day is that we're going to have free shipping site-wide with no minimum spend required. For those that are brand new, normally we have a $200 minimum spending requirement for free shipping, okay? But since it's Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, it's going to be free shipping site-wide. So take a look at this. You could talk to as many people as you want today, many as people as you want tomorrow, many as people as you want on Christmas, right? And let everybody know that you're having a 1 day special, Boxing Day special, that there's gonna be free shipping on any item purchase, okay? Which is obviously that's of course people love free shipping, right? Because if someone just wants to try out a cleanser or moisturizer and they don't want to spend $200, it's a perfect time for them to buy even just 1 or 2 items, which of course is happening on December 26th. The second thing that's happening is called double reward points for customers, okay? What do we mean by this, okay? When a customer account orders products, normally they receive 5% reward points, okay? Which they could use these reward points towards free products. And on top, instead of getting 5%, they're going to be getting 10% reward points. So think about this. If I'm spending $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or more, instead of getting my 5% reward points, I'm getting 10% reward points. And if some of the customer accounts that you already have a 10% discount by being a Pool Plus customer, you're getting 10% discount, plus you're getting a 10% reward points. So you're getting pretty much 20% maxed out on a customer account. And that's obviously that's huge savings. The company has never done this before. So this is a great way to stack up on reward points for all your customers. So if I were you, I would talk to every customer you know and let them know this. There's a free shipping happening on December 26th. That's number one. But on top of having free shipping, you can also get 10% reward points towards everything you purchase on December 26th. And what I mean by that is this. All these customers get free shipping plus 10% back on product credit. Plus, if they're a Pool Plus, 10% discount as well. And if they're a planner, manager, senior manager, team leader purchasing for their customer accounts, they're getting that discount plus additional 10, 20, 30, 40% discount as well. So it's a huge savings happening on December 26th, okay? Now, third thing is the double travel points for planners on their custom purchases and enrollments with starter kits. This is huge, guys, okay? If you are a planner today and if you get a customer, if they order $100 worth of products, normally you get 5 travel points. Maximum a planner can earn is up to 35 travel points per customer order, okay? So if right now, before this Boxing Day, if you got a customer that purchases $700 worth of products, normally you would receive 35 travel points. But since we're doing a double travel points, right, on that custom order, instead of getting 35 travel points, you're getting 70 travel points. So you're getting double the amount of travel points for the custom orders. But on top of that, here's the most exciting part about the double travel points. When you enroll planners that purchase starter kits, okay? You guys know that right now, planners enrolling planners getting starter kits, you earn travel points for Costa Rica, okay? If you're a planner that signs up someone for the 1500 business kit, it's 100 travel points, right? A manager signing up, you get 200 travel points. Senior manager is 400. But take a look at this, guys. On Boxing Day, if you go out there, you sign up a senior manager, okay? Not only do you get 400 travel points, you get double the travel points. That's 800 travel points for signing up one senior manager. Now, if you go out there, you sign up one senior manager plus another manager, you get a total of 1,200 travel points. You qualify for Costa Rica. So for those that are brand new right now, right, we have what's called Riman retreats. Next year, we're taking 250 people to Costa Rica. All expense paid at the resort. You could also get a free flight if you qualify for enough travel points. All you need is 1,200 travel points. Okay, so if you go out there in this Boxing Day on December 26th, sign up a senior manager, sign up a manager. You're already qualified for Costa Rica. And this goes for the basic kits, the other starter kits as well. Everything is double travel points only for the planner, not for the buyer. Okay, just to be clear on that as well. Here are some extra benefits happening on Boxing Day as well. Okay, if I go out there, I spend $249. Okay, or I believe around 318 Canadian dollars. I will get one free product that I can get on this free product menu. Okay. If I go out there and spend $399 US, I get two free products on this item list as well. So which is roughly around 518 Canadian dollars. But guys, think about this, okay? Look at the free items you guys see here, right? We have stuff we have the hair serum here, we have the makeup setting spray, the Radiance and Travel Discovery Kit, right? We have different items, but look at what we also have. We also have the Ultimate Riman Ritual Travel Kit. You guys know that's a value of 170 US dollars, 218 Canadian dollars, right? So take a look at this. If I spend $249, right? I'm gonna get, of course, I could choose the Radiance, the Ultimate Kit, and I'm getting a free $170 worth of products for purchasing $249. If I spend $399, I can get pretty much $340 worth of free products. You know how crazy of a deal that is? And if this is ordered on a customer account, I get 10% in reward points, right? If the customer is already at a Pool Plus, I get 10% discount, 10% of reward points. On top of that, if this is a team leader or senior manager ordering for one of your customer accounts, you're getting additional 10, 20, 34%. I mean, the deal is insane. And this is happening only one day only. So I would do whatever I can to talk to as many people as possible today, tomorrow, during Christmas, during the holidays, to get some items on this, right? I would just simply say, hey, look, our company's having a special, one day only special, free shipping, discounts on all products. And as you buy the $249 at $399, you can get free products to choose from. And we're doing this only for one day only, from 10 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. I mean, this is an exclusive deal. I haven't seen this before. I would highly recommend you guys talk to everybody about this Boxing Day promotion. It's such a great deal and it's such a great benefit for all of you as well. Okay. Also, for those that are in California, this Monday, upcoming Monday, we have a Monday live VIP event with national directors Tim Her and Chris Kim. There's going to be a presentation, but also they're going to be doing a drawing for planners with guests. So if you bring guests to the event and your guests will go onto the raffle drawing, they're giving away $750 cash. Just yesterday or 2 days ago at the office, a lady named Audrey just won $500 cash at the Irvine office, and she was super stoked about winning that. And she was just a guest for her first time as well. So make sure you guys bring out some guest events to this event on Monday. And of course, the big event that's coming next year, of course, which is our Long Beach convention. We're going to have thousands and thousands of people there, guys. I highly recommend you guys making sure you come out to a convention, because for all of you that are on this call right now, I know some of you want to do well in Riman. Some of you want to change and have a better 2026. Some of you want to have, a better future, better financial future as well. But for you to get better, you have to get better. And the way you get better is by going to trainings and live events and conventions just like this, which is happening at Long Beach, right? The cost of the ticket is not it's like less than $200, right? It's about roughly around $100 and change. You want to invest into that ticket. You want to invest into your travel to be here, right? To grow yourself, to enhance yourself and become better in Rima as well. Conventions like this is the reason why so many people today have gone to director, gone to senior director, gone to national director because of conventions. So do whatever you can to make it there to our convention. But if you want to go even bigger, bring people with you to the convention as well. It's great for you to learn, but it's great for you and your team to learn, which is even better as well. As all of you know today, guys, Riman right now has expanding so much already in 2025 and 2024, already operating in 11 countries, already going into Europe right now. And what's exciting is by the end of next year, we'll be in roughly around 26 countries operating next year as well. We have Italy opening up very, very soon. We have Spain and Ireland right just around the corner, Chile and Colombia, Peru, right? We have Australia, Thailand, and France and Romania. There's so many countries opening up by the end of next year. You want to be at a stage where you could be building business in multiple countries and multiple locations and have teams all around the world today. The beauty about Riman is it doesn't matter if you're in USA or Canada or Mexico or Europe or Asia, you could be doing a business in 11 countries. And all you really have to do is get people plugged into these orientations and plugged into these trainings, right? You want to get these people plugged in because system is the way you want to build your business. You don't want to build this your own way, build it based off a system. Every successful organization today, every successful company today, the CEO employee, the CEO and owner, he or she doesn't do it their own way. They build it based off systems. If you talk to any successful owner and business owner today, and the reason why they're successful is because why? They have a system in place. Only through a system you can scale your business. And when you truly understand the power of a system, you'll be fully coachable, you'll be fully teachable. You'll make sure you don't miss orientations. You'll make sure you don't miss presentations. And you'll make sure that your team members are always plugged in as well. You got to ask this question, right? If this is your first orientation, congratulations on being at the first orientation. Keep plugging in. Just because you came today one time doesn't mean that next week you should take a week off. I've been with Riman now since day one in America for the past 3 years. I've been plugging into almost every single orientation and presentation for the past 3 years. And it doesn't matter where I am in the world, I'm always plugging it as much as possible if I'm available to these orientations and training calls as well, right? So make sure you guys are plugged in. We have our final one December 30th with Director Marissa Young. We have Jen Barmison there. We have Susan Manuel there. We have Director Julie Pan there. And of course, National Director Chris Kim on our final orientation call next week of Tuesday. So this week, as you talk to a lot of people for Boxing Day, as you enroll new planners, new customers, and people that are just getting exposed to Riman, make sure the second exposure is orientation. Your job is after they come to a presentation, after they learn about our products, after they try the products, get them to the orientation. Let them understand who Riman is. Let them understand what the system is and understand how to go manager, how to go senior manager, how to go team leader. That is so important for all of you to grow your Riman business. So I'm letting all of you know that December, some of you had a great December already. Some of you had a slow December. I'm letting you know this one thing. On Boxing Day, on December 26th, from 10 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., just on one day, your business can explode. Prepare today. Talk to as many people as possible. Make a big list today. I know it's the holidays. People are rushing for the Christmas gifts. You're traveling. You're going to different family parties and Christmas parties, and there's a lot happening here as well, right? But understand that during these times, leaders are the ones that leads in, right? They're the ones that are focused right now. They're enjoying the holidays, but at the same time, they know that it's just 1-2 days of holidays. It's not just, let me take a week off. Let me take 2 weeks off, right? You want to prepare yourself right now during this holiday season. The people that are working through the holiday season are the ones that's going to prosper during the New Year's, right? You want to prepare yourself right now. these next 6-7 days before the year ends, prepare yourself for January 2026. I know January 2026 can be huge. This month also, remember one thing as well, guys. We have the leadership finder bonus, right? $25,000 bonus for everyone that gets started in the month of December has a chance to make additional $25,000. So this month in December, you want to talk to everyone possible just to get an account. Get them signed in, even though they don't buy products. Get them signed in as much as possible, guys. This Christmas, this holiday season, the best opportunity you can give to somebody is Riman. I would say the best Christmas gift is giving them Riman. Giving them the opportunity to change their life for the better, change their skin, change their opportunity, change their future, right? You know, you guys know that I've been traveling right now all over the world today and have the luxury to do so because of Riman, because of the financial freedom I got through Riman now. I don't have to worry about my bills. I don't have to worry about any financial stress. I don't have to worry about anything right now because of Riman. That's what Riman can do for all of you if you focus, right? Just stay focused, stay plugged in, guys. 2025 is just right around the corner, and I can't wait to see so many of you reach your goals and your dreams in 2026. 2026 will be one of the biggest years of Riman history. I know we're gonna have so many new national directors, so many new senior directors and team leaders, and I can't wait to see so many of you get promoted and change your life in 2026. So let's close out 2025 strong. Let's have the biggest record sales of Boxing Day in December 26th, and let's close out the year strong. And I will see you guys next year as well. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, spend time with your loved ones, enjoy these moments and days, and I will see you guys at the next time. Have a good day. God bless, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.